Hello everyone, my name is Yasmin and today we'll guide this conversation. So TALKNTALK is a platform, is a community where we come to communicate in English, French, Italian, Spanish, and we are not here to judge you, but to help you. So here in this conversation, we don't correct each other, but we can try to help each other. If someone doesn't know a word, we can help like talking about this word we know. And let's start introducing ourselves. So as I said, my name is Ming, I'm 21, I live in São Paulo. I work as an English teacher and also as a community manager here. And what about you, Fabiana?
I'm Fabiana. I'm 33 years old. I live in a country city from São Paulo called São Carlos. I work with technology, as Tufi said. I'm here to improve my English, to practice, and who knows, someday be fluent in English.
Very good. So you are in the right way. So, and you, Luis?
Well, my name is Luis. I have 28. I've been working with IT since 2019. Before this, I graduated in mechatronics engineer. Now I'm living in a small city called Martin Campos in Minas Gerais, outside. And that's it. I've been here on TNT since last September. I like to be here to practice my English, to improve my communication in general, and to learn about, to hear other opinions, to share ideas, and that's it.
Very good, and thanks for sharing about you. So, let's start our conversation. So, the first question is, when was the last time you truly lost yourself in a creative pursuit? And what was it about the experience that made it so engrossing? Oh, oh my God, this is really hard. So, someone wants to start? Someone like remember the last time?
I can start, but I don't know. I was thinking here, but I'm thinking here, but I don't remember when the last time that I don't know, lose myself in a creative journey. um, I don't know. I think when I was in I don't know, the university. I don't know, to keep to do some project for the university. I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Yeah, I think like at the university, I didn't have this kind of experience, like something that was so nice that I really was like lost in this. But I think the last time I was reading a book to try to make like some questions for women conversations that we have here. And the book is Women Who Run with Wolves. So, and I didn't want to like to stop reading this book because it is so nice. So I think this was like the last time. And Julius.
Well, I don't remember exactly, but I don't remember exactly in my professional context nowadays, okay? Because a lack of creativity can happen all the time in all the part of the day. Sometimes we are busy, we are with a lot of work, and we are trying to do this work, but sometimes we need to be creative. We need to have solutions, and it could be good to take a rest for some minutes, to take a deep breath. This can be considered a lack of creativity, but I'm sure that when I was at the university writing my finished job, my graduation job, my conclusion work, I don't know if I can translate this, I'm sure that I had a moment of lack of creativity. All right, I'm sure this is very clear. I've spent some days trying to write some pages, and I think, oh, I try to take a rest. All right, and I remember that sometimes it was a little bit difficult to not think about the job. And I remember that I was with my dog, walking with my dog, thinking about my finished job, all right? In this part of lack of creativity. And then it comes back and I finish the work. But I think that this can happen in small moments in our job. But when I was at university, I'm sure that happened. And that's it.
And what about like a time that you were feeling like so creative and like did you have like something that makes you like feel more creative in that moment?
Yes, sometimes the ideas simple come to us, all right? Maybe we are not even expecting to think about something. And I think, oh, this can work, or maybe this can work, but it's very good. Even when we are talking in English, there is some immersions that we talk it a lot, all right? And I think that this is part of this came from our creativity. There is no a linear process. There is some immersions that we can talk a lot. I think that my English are fluently, but there are some immersions that it's a little bit hard. Something like this. I don't remember exactly the feeling. It's good to have a creativity moment.
Yeah, I think like to talk to people make us like feel more creative sometimes. And you, Fabiana, what makes you feel like more creative?
More creative. I think, as you said, when we talk with other person, talk with people at work, with friends, I think we have some insights. I think this moment is when we became, I don't know, creative, and all of these in our minds grows. I don't know. That's it. I think I'm thinking here, and this insight that I have is due to, I don't know, in between conversations or in a conversation with someone. I think that's the best way to become creative or to solve something.
Very good. I think this is why it's so important to like keep contact with people, because sometimes you are not feeling creative and you talk like maybe to your mother and you have like an idea. And talking about this, we can go to the number 2. So creativity can mean different things to different people. And how would you describe your own personal definition of creativity? Like, what is creativity for you? And how does it inform the way you approach creative projects? Because, like, sometimes I think we think that creativity is to build like something totally new, and it's not about that. Like for me, maybe it's like to do things that already exist in other ways. And what about you, Luis?
Well, hard question. It's a hard topic. But for me, creativity, it's have a strong association with the learning process, all right? even if are learning something very logical, we need to be creative to see, to abstract, sometimes to abstract the ideas, to transform these, to, to correlate these with a practical, theoretical and practical subjects. I think that the learning process is a moment of creativity when you need to receive a new idea, a new approach, we need to abstract some ideas. Then the second part of creativity is when you can use what you are learning in a practical, in your day, to help to improve your life, to improve other life, to improve your job. And then the third part maybe could be when we can teach this to someone, all right? Because we need to share our knowledge, but in a way that one or more will get that information. And then all of these, something like that, we need too much creative, and it's very good, really, I think. And that's it.
Yeah, you said about this, like explain things to people. I think like we need to be like very patient and creative too, because like sometimes the person will say to you that they don't understand like 3 times, and you need to explain different ways in these like 3 times. So, and you, Fabiana?
I think creativity for me is to do more with less. I don't know if that it's in English, but sometimes at work in our lives, when I don't know, sometimes you don't have, I don't know, enough money, enough tools to do something, and then we have to use our creativity for, I don't know, to do things. And for me, creativity is for that, and to explain things to people. We need to be, how can I say, resilient. I don't know how to say that. We need to remodel ourselves, I think, always, and I don't know, adapt to the situations that we live. And I think being a creative person help us with that.
Yeah, and I think like we Brazilians, we are so creative. Like when I was at school, I studied like at a public school, and I could see that they were so creative because they didn't have money, and they did like a lot of things. So, and I think we can go to. Oh, so, and what about like how does it inform the way you approach creative projects? Like when you need to create a project, how like your definition of creativity like can help you in this. So, Fabiana, we can start like with you.
You mean when I will, I don't know, create something, whatever, how creativity, how I don't know, it's a difficult question because I think I don't know, at the moment in the project we have brainstorm, when everybody comes and talk all the possible solutions and possible strategies that we can go straight, I think. And at this time, I'm usually so creative I don't know, but I think the environment, there's, I don't know, some influence, there's influence in that. And it's this when I am with other people, but when I'm alone, I think I'm a lack of creative sometimes. And then I need to concentrate and I don't know, think a lot about what I'm gonna do and search a lot. I don't know what happens, but with other people, the things just came and alone is different. I don't know.
Yeah, and like, do you think that you need to be creative, like in your job?
Sometimes I need to be creative at my job to solve things and thinking about other possibilities.
Okay. And what about you, Luis?
Well, I think that Fabiana bring to us a very important point about do more with less. And sometimes we need to put this on our jobs, on our projects, all right? And we need to sometimes to find solutions that I don't know exactly. I think I'm a little bit lost on the words, but the solutions are uniquely, all right? There is no pattern or formula to solve our problems or projects. And that's it. I think that something like this, all right?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think there are things that we can't like think a lot because like the solution is like maybe in front of you. And so going to the next one, creativity has been linked to a number of positive outcomes, including improved mental health and increased problem-solving abilities. In what ways have you seen creativity benefit your own life? So please, we can start this one with you.
With me? Well, even if I work with a very logical subject, all right? IT is more logical, and I think even working with this, we need to be very creative because I don't know, sometimes the solutions, as you said, are in our front. We just need to take a breath, to to sleep well, to have a mind working properly. Something like this, I don't know. But when we take a rest, we are in a calm situation, our creative comes to us, all right? We have ideas. We connect the ideas, the theoretical with practical. I think that something like this that I can correlate the mental health with increased problem solving abilities. All right. Of course, that we need to deal with a lot of technical subjects. We need to keep update with this, but sometimes the solution are not so obvious. And when we are we have a good rest, we can find the solutions in a professional context, for example. All right.
Yeah, and I think like I don't know if you feel this, but I feel that the society is asking more and more for us to be more creative, and this is something that is like affecting people's mental health, and it affected my mental health like in like some months ago. I thought that I really needed to be so creative all the time. And it's what you said, like sometimes we just need like to take a breath and to relax a little bit without thinking about this, that the ideas come. So like maybe while you are watching a movie or while you are walking in the park. So, and what about you, Fabiana?
For this question, in what ways you have seen creativity benefit your own life? I don't know. The first thing that came to my mind is the technology, actually, because I don't know, creative to new things that was created in the last years that to facilitate our lives. I don't know, smart TV, nem é tão novo, but it's great to just press a button and I don't know, see Netflix or what else? These video games that my husband, he has a lot of video games, so he bought these days the new VR, and we can practice exercise. It's too immersive. It's really great, I think. The creativity, the technology, of course, but the creativity to create this solution, I think there's a huge impact in your lives.
Yeah, you said about like exercises, and I know that a lot of people like they don't have time like to go to the gym, so they are practicing at home, or like people is studying to seeing videos on YouTube or like buying courses, things like this. So, and I think like podcasts too, like it's something that really benefits my life because I can have like many ideas to give like classes. So really important, like what you said. And so we were talking about that society sometimes is asking for us to be creative like all the time. So what challenges have you encountered when trying to be creative and how have you overcome them? Are there any particular strategies that have worked well for you? So like what are you doing to be more creative? Like we talked about like to take a rest and like to go for a walk, something like this, but do you have like other strategies? So Fabiana, we can start this one with you.
Um, well, I don't remember, as I said, the last challenge that I had to be creative. I don't remember for clearly, but I remember sometimes in my life I need to create something to, I don't know, a solution, a case to work and for my life. And it's really difficult. As Luis said, there's no a formula to do that. But for me, I need to study a lot about what I need to solve, and I need to search and huge things, a lot of things, and then the ideas coming and then the ideas come to my mind. I don't know, but it's not magical. I need to study a lot for me.
Like you need to keep in contact with the same like subject, the same topic. Because like for me it's totally the opposite. I need to like maybe to watch like a cartoon to have like some idea and Julie.
Oh, I really don't see a pattern to a creative new idea comes to my mind. All right. Sometimes, of course, that it's very important to study, and it's very important. But sometimes you are studying something and we don't get the ideas. And for me, it's good to search in another source, all right, to get information from another perspective, all right. For me, it's very good. I think I am a kind of person that work good in a team, as a team. And for me, it's very good to share what I learned, all right, because I always heard a new idea, other perspective. I teach and learn. I totally believe on this. All right. And for me, it's very good to work as a team, as a group, because sometimes it's very important to share what we are learning because we got a new perspective to even we have when we have a lack of ideas, it's good to talk with the team because we got new ideas, of course. And sometimes it's good to take a rest too. It's a little bit hard to turn off from the thinking, but could be good. And that's it. I think that search another sources, talk with the group, and take a rest at some moments. And that's it. I think that um, this is some moments that I've seen the creative comes to me, all right?
Well, like you said about this moment that you need to take a rest, and I want to know, do you have like a type of content that you really like to consume, and maybe like it is useless, but you really like, and sometimes this makes you feel like more creative?
Sorry, but I didn't get one part. If there is a time that I'm consuming, sorry.
Oh, if there is a content, maybe like a channel on YouTube or Instagram profile that you like to consume the content, maybe like, I don't know, comment videos, but this help you to feel more creative, or this help you to relax more.
Well, yes, I have. I have to listen musics that I like. All right. I think it's good. I don't know exactly if we use another part of our brain. I don't know, but I'm just trying to listen music sometimes, or all right, something like this, or even had something not related to the job. Even there's no, I don't have a strategy, all right, to do. Oh, I will do this.
And you, Fabiana?
No, me either. I think there's no pattern that I follow to, I don't know, to relax and to be new ideas. Sometimes when I feel, I don't know, so anxious or nervous about something, um, I just try to sleep a little and listening music, relaxing music, like that's music for meditation. Just help me to calm down, and that's it. And but not the one type of content that I consume to do that.
And like, do you listen like this kind of music while you are working, or like for you it's like impossible to pay attention like into two things?
It's a little difficult because when I'm working, I have meetings all the time, so I can't just listening something different. But yeah, sometimes when I don't know, have 2 or 3 hours free and I need to do something, I put one song and I don't know, listening music and working.
Very good. And you, Luis, do you listen?
Well, nowadays, not too much, all right? Maybe years ago, I used to hear more music while I was working or studying. But nowadays, I don't know exactly what. I'm I I don't listen frequently. All right. Nowadays, I don't know. Maybe I will come back in the future to hear more music while I'm at work, but I don't have too much meetings too, but something happened and I change my habit. I don't know exactly when or why, but that's it.
Yeah, so that's for me. Sometimes it's impossible. I need to listen to like that song that there are no lyrics, so like, just like the rhythm. And so some people believe that creativity is an innate talent, while others argue that it can be learned and developed over time. What is your perspective on this debate? So, Luis, what do you think about it?
Well, I think that it's a combination of factors, all right? I think that there is a part of there's that is a innate talent, but I think that creativity could be something that you invite the people to be more creative. All right. I don't know if this can be developed exactly as a linear way, of course, but I think that there is at least two reasons: innate talent, and something that could be improved. All right. And I think that there is a lot of creativities, all right? There are some people that are more creative for painting. There are some people that are more creative to be more logical, all right? There are some people that are creative with financial or others with social knowledge, all right? I think that it's a wide range of creatives that could be used, it could be developed, and came with innate talent too.
Yeah, I think like sometimes I think that it can be like something that you're born with, but it can also be something that you learn because some people say, oh, like this girl born to, I don't know, to work as a painter because she paints like really well. But if you want to learn how to paint, you can too. So, and you, Fabiana.
I agree with you. I think there's some people that are born with a talent to painting, to be creative, to draw. Um, but I also think that everything could be learned and developed. So if I want to develop, I don't know, artistic thing in my life, for sure I will learn. But I wasn't born with some artistic talent, for example. But I believe that everything could be learned, and creativity is the same. I think could be you could we could train our brain to be creative and to see things different, for a different point of view, I think. everything is possible. That's what I believe.
Yeah, and I want to know, like, do you have maybe an ability or talent that you were born with and something that you needed to learn with the time?
Well, I don't know if it's a talent, but it's not a specific talent, I think, but I I realized that how can I say, I'm adaptive person. So I don't suffer with changes, and I don't know, I like this dynamic, and I don't care if something, I don't know, went wrong. For me, it's okay. I try again. Things change. Okay, at the beginning, it's boring, but after I get used to. So when I became an adult, I think I realized that is ability that I have, because other people are not the same, and that I consider that my one quality of mine, I think. And the other thing that I need to develop is my communication. I am introspective person, and I need to develop my communication, especially at work, because I am shy, and I was too much shy to speak, to present something, and this become years. So I need to learn. I need to get used to speak some specific words and some specific intonation. I don't know. So it's like I need to learn how to speak again. It's something like that. So I think that's the thing that I need to learn.
I think like the same as you, like for me is the communication, because I don't think I communicate like well. But something that I think I was born with is that I can explain things to people, and I have so much patience to explain. So like sometimes the person give up, and I am trying to explain. So, but my communication, I think I need to improve because I'm too shy too. So, enjoy.
Well, I think that I need to improve my communication, but I think that all of you communicate very well. Of course, that I need to improve this too. And I think it was a little bit hard to find abilities, all right, in ourselves, but sometimes I think that I I like to share my ideas. I like to explain what I learned, something related that, as you said, Yasmin. All right, I believe on the people who want to learn something, because I think that, I don't know, but I am able to learn in a way that everyone can learn too. All right, something like this.
Yeah, very good. So we can go to the next one. So with number 6. Do you find that your creativity is influenced by your environment, whether it's physical surroundings or people you surround yourself with? How do you cultivate an environment that is conducive to creativity? So, Fabiana, what do you think about it?
Mm, for the first question, if I do find that your creativity is influenced by your environment, yes, I think. Just a question, just whether it's physical surroundings, it's like whether like sun, cold, that's weather, or just the how can I say, if the, I don't know, boring people, something like that.
I think like physical surroundings, I think we can say like about like objects and things like this.
Okay. But yes, I think all the environment influence me, how I feel, how I behave myself, how I think. I believe that because, as I said, sometimes when I'm, with other people, excited people, for example, this makes me feel excited, for example, and creative, and I don't know, I sometimes I speak more. And when I'm in the environment, when people are, how can I say sad in English? Serious people.
Yeah, serious.
When I'm with serious people, um, I will be quiet. I just, I don't know, shy, introspective, and not so much creative, I think. I think it's, I'm totally influenced by the environment that I'm in.
Good, yeah. And I think like if you have people surrounding you that they motivate you to keep contact with other things, to do things different, I think it can help a lot too. And you always.
Alright. I totally agree with all you. I think that yes, the environment influentiate the creativity, and there's a lot of examples that we can talk about. Could be a long conversation just about this question, but we can see that we are in an environment. I believe that TNT incentivate our creativity, all right? Because we are talking, we are improving our communication. We need to think and share our ideas, and this is a kind of environment that differentiate or English or communication, all right? In my example, I improved a lot my confidence to talk in English, all right? Even if I learn more English or no, all right, my confidence, my creativity, I feel more free to talk in English here than if I was in another place, for example.
Yeah, very good. And I think we can also answer the question 10, like if someone wanted to develop their creativity, what advice would you give them? So, Luis, do you have like an advice?
Well, I think that my advice could be that there's no formulas. Go ahead because creativity is something more free than with formulas. Improve your abilities that you want. If you want to be a logical person, go ahead. If you want to improve your communication, go ahead and speak a lot. If you want to paint something or or become a photography, go ahead. There is no, I think that I don't know, all right, if there is formulas or something. Uh, do this and you will improve. Do that and you will improve. I don't know if exists something like this, all right? Maybe exists, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think something that maybe people lack is like to do the things. Because like sometimes I have many ideas, but I don't put in practice. And something that my fathers always say is, oh, just do it. Don't ask for anyone if it's okay, if it's right, the things that you want to do. Just do it, and then you will see like the results. So, and you, Fabiana?
I agree. Totally agree with you. I think just do it. Go ahead. If you're thinking about something, do something. Just do it. Because I think we will learn doing that thing. We will, I don't know, improve doing something. So we need to do. That's it. For be creative, to feel more confident, comfortable. Um, I agree with you.
And like talking about this, I think like to be creative, it's important like to have a hobby too, to have something that you do just because you like. And because like I love English, but I started to work with English, so like English is not my hobby anymore. So now like I like to go to dance classes. And you, Fabiana, like what is your hobby?
Oh, you said an interesting thing because I don't have so much hobbies. Well, actually, I don't have any hobby like how I do that, but I try to go to the gym, do something different. So I like a lot of puzzles. So I like puzzles, just the physical one and the video games puzzle. I like to learn other things. It's not a hobby because I like to be here, for example, learning and improve my English. I just had a Spanish class here in Talk and Talk before this class, but it's not a hobby. It's like a how can I say? I'm not rest, you know.
Yeah, very good. And you, Luis?
Well, I think I don't have exactly a hobby. I'm in the process of searching for a new hobby. All right. I like to ride a bike. I like to play soccer. I like to be here. I'm thinking that TNT is something like more related to a hobby than something that I'm studying because it's more free than a hard study, all right? A hard skill, for example. But I'm searching for a hobby. Maybe I will change from bicycle and soccer to I don't know. I'm searching. I'm thinking something, but just thinking yet.
Well, like, do you put in practice like your hobbies every week or
Well, I was thinking to buy a very old car. All right. I was thinking to buy a Fusca or a Brasilia just for hobby to work on it. But then I think, oh, it's better to find something more easy, more all right. But maybe one day I will buy a Brasilia or a Chevette or a Fusca. I don't know exactly. Just for hobby.
yeah, it's really nice and it's something that are becoming like more common nowadays, like people buying old cars just like for a hobby. And so guys, that